Welcome back to another YouTube video talking about NXT UK SmackDown 205. NXT UK starts with Imperium promo talking about how great Walter is, which is kind of expected because if they're going to come out, they're really only going to talk about one thing. Then we have Gallus come out talking about who's the biggest, the best faction in NXT UK. Is it them? Is it Imperium? Who knows? Gallus has the tag team championships. Walter has the NXT UK World Championship. So you would think the NXT UK World Championship is better than the tag titles. But at least, it seems kind of obvious to me. So from my standpoint, Imperium is the better faction. But we'll probably do like a 3-on-3 match between the two of them, see who's the better faction. And I'm guessing Imperium would probably win that. Because if anything, when we do that match, Walter's going to be in the match. So you don't want your NXT UK champion losing. It's kind of obvious. So then we get a video package with Xia Brookside talking about how she won her last match, and when she gets NXT UK Women's Championship shot, she's going to win it, she said. Which, honestly, I want her to win because Xia Brookside is awesome. Then we had Oliver Carter and Ashton Smith versus the Grizzled Young Veterans. And I don't know much about Oliver Carter, other than, of course, he's from Ghana, West Africa, much like Kofi Kingston, former WWE champion, who on SmackDown this week did a tag match, and lost. But we'll get into that when we get into SmackDown. Grizzled Young Vets win, which was the right call, I guess, because you want to build them up to fight for the tag titles yet again, because they had their tag title rematch against Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster and lost, and now they want to fight Gallus, who are tag team champions now. So yeah. Then we get Ligero versus Travis Banks. This match was pretty good, I'll say. Match ends in a draw because it was a double roll up. So it was like a roll up where both the shoulders were down. So yeah, ends in a draw because of that. Then we had Noah Emdar versus Trent Seven, and Trent Seven wins by pinfall, which was admittedly the right call, in my opinion, because Trent Seven's great, and I'm glad he won. Noah Emdar, he's good too, but not as good as Trent Seven, in my opinion. All right, so let me go on to SmackDown, where I literally just touched on it. Kofi had a tag match and lost. So Kofi lost by a roll-up, and he has yet to talk about him being WWE champion or him going after Brock Lesnar or anything that shows that he cares, because apparently he still doesn't. I don't know why, but, I guess Vince McMahon's like, you know what? I got something planned for you. You're going to be tag team champion again. How you like that, Kofi? And Kofi probably was like, cool. But he I'm guessing Kofi might be thinking, can I talk about my WWE Championship loss at all? And Vince was probably like, no, you can't. Because you'll talk about that later if we decide to turn you heel or whatever it is that we decide to do with you later down the line. I don't know. What are they planning on doing with Kofi? I don't know. What about the tag tournament, or the not tag tournament, what is it, tag team turmoil match in Saudi Arabia? Oh yeah, I gotta do predictions for that show, by the way. I might as well do them now. I might as well do them after 205. Anyways, Team Hogan, Team Flair promos. Baron Corbin cut a promo talking about how Chad Gable's short, which, we all know Chad Gable's short. That's why he's calling himself Shorty G. And he's standing next to Ali, who is literally the same height as him. And Corbin makes the joke, if Ali and Chad Gable stood on each other's shoulders, they still wouldn't be as tall as him. I think they would. Pretty sure they would, though. Like, I'm pretty sure they might be. I don't know. So yeah, we get promos back and forth. Sami Zayn's like, "Oh well, I can't fight because my neck, yada yada," and then Cesaro comes out. So when they put Cesaro in this match, I knew who was winning. Then we talked about Kofi and Big E losing to Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode, and then we had a brawl between not all the tag teams in the tag team turmoil match in Saudi Arabia, but just Heavy Machinery, The New Day, The Revival, and Ziggler and Roode. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. And the reason why I say Kofi's going to be tag team champion again is because Kofi and Big E have a tag team title match against The Revival next week on SmackDown. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Kofi won the title. Kofi and Big E win the tag titles again because they're like 6-time champs now, so they'll be 7-time champs when they win. Lacey Evans, our local competitor, she wins. Yippee. Moving on. There's literally nothing to talk about here. Other than the fact that Lacey Evans is getting enhancement matches when she doesn't really need them. But yeah, it's like, good question. Why is Lacey Evans getting enhancement matches? She's already an established talent. They usually do those with people that aren't established. So Lacey Evans getting one doesn't really make any sense. But she got one anyway. Bray Wyatt, Firefly Funhouse, Rambling Rabbit's dead, Rambling Rabbit back to life, Rambling Rabbit dead again. Next. That's pretty much all they had. Drew Gulak versus Kalisto. Kalisto wins because Drew Gulak was too focused on his slideshow, and then Braun Strowman comes out to attack Drew Gulak. Gulak's getting buried. Yeah, I said it last week. I'll say it again. He's getting buried. And people will probably look at it like, at least he's getting TV time, right? No. It's not good to get buried with all the whatever TV time you get. You're sitting there getting buried. That's not a good thing. Daniel Bryan and Michael Cole interview. Michael Cole basically asked him, is the yes movement back? Before Daniel Bryan could answer, Sami Zayn and Shinsuke come out and say, hey, who cares about the yes movement? You can join up with us and be artists. And Daniel Bryan was basically didn't accept the handshake. He just walked away. So I still want that Daniel Bryan and Shinsuke for the IC title. Give me that match, please. And Daniel Bryan should win. Daniel Bryan versus Shinsuke. Daniel Bryan beats Shinsuke for the IC title. We make the IC title relevant again, maybe? Maybe, hopefully, probably. Do some open challenges. I don't know. Do something. Nikki Cross versus Mandy Rose. Nikki Cross wins because she's going against Bayley for the SmackDown Women's title, so it makes sense for her to win. And will she beat Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship? Doubt it. Oh, yeah, Bayley and Sasha were out there on commentary. Bayley was just running down Nikki Cross as usual, yada, yada. And then Michael Cole was like, oh, Nikki Cross won. Bayley, that could have been you. And Sasha just looks at him like, nah. So, Rey Mysterio comes up. Rey Mysterio, Cain Velasquez come out. Dominique's backstage, which I was like, well, Brock Lesnar's here. Dominique's here. Brock Lesnar's going to attack him again. That's exactly what happened. Brock attacked him. And Rey was calling him out. And Paul was like, guess what Brock Lesnar did? He attacked your son again. Oh, big surprise. And then Rey and Cain go to the trainer's room to check on him. Brock comes in, attacks Cain Velasquez with a chair. F5's Rey. F5's Cain Velasquez. So Who didn't see all that coming? I did, because I figured Brock was going to attack everybody. Got to do something different with Brock other than just have him stand there and bounce around in the ring while Paul Heyman cuts a promo that's most likely talking about nothing or hyping up matches or whatever. Then we have Roman, Ali, and Chad Gable. Not calling him Shorty G. Chad Gable. King Corbin versus King Corbin, Cesaro, and Shinsuke. Those three versus those three. Who wins? Roman, Ali, and Chad Gable. Ali gets the pin via a 450 splash onto Cesaro. And that was it. It was a good match, though. Lots of good spots. Roman does his normal comeback, the spear. Chad Gable does the chaos theory. So, yeah, like I said, Cesaro was literally put in this match to take the pin. And that's exactly what happened. Whoa. Why did I click on World Cup results? I don't care about the World Cup. But speaking of something that I do care about, just watched My Hero Academia, and the whole episode was about Midoriya wanting to be trained by All Might's sidekick, Sir Nighthawk. And by the end of the episode, it happens. Sir Nighthawk agrees to train him. So yeah, Midoriya has a trainer now in Sir Nighthawk. So we'll see what happens next episode. But that's my little anime rundown there. Then we have 205 Live, going back into the wrestling talk. Leo Rush versus Oni Lorcan. Leo Rush wins with the frog splash that he does. So yeah, Leo Rush winning was the right call because you don't want your cruiserweight champion to lose after he comes back to 205 Live. Then we have Raul Mendoza and Tony Nese. Leo Rush was watching because Tony Nese told him, "Hey, watch my match," and Leo Rush was like, "All right." So yeah, Raul Mendoza wins because Tony Nese gets distracted by yelling at Leo Rush. Raul Mendoza wins with a roll up. So I expected Raul Mendoza to win when I saw Leo Rush out there because Raul Mendoza winning off a surprise roll up, which is like apparently the most devastating finisher in WWE because if you're gonna win a match with a surprise, it's gonna be a surprise roll up. So because essentially there's no other way to win if you're gonna win off a roll up. But anyway, Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Arya Daivari. Isaiah Swerve Scott wins. I'm glad he won because I like Swerve Scott way better than Daivari. And whenever the match happens with Isaiah Swerve Scott and Leo Rush, Isaiah should win. Or maybe he'll win the North America Championship first. I don't know. North America Champion, NXT Champion, Cruiserweight Champion, Tag Team Champ. He could win whatever. Isaiah Swerve Scott should win the title. I don't know if he should win it before 2020, but I'm going to say that now. 2 months out from 2020, Isaiah Swerve Scott should win a title before 2020. All right. So that's everything. Let me just do Crown Jewel predictions now. Because I know I got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about throughout the week. Raw, AEW Dark, Impact Wrestling. So, all right. So the 8 matches that have been announced so far are as follows: Kane versus Brock, a match that I couldn't care less about. And yes, I could do the whole I don't care about this match. And I just did it. So yeah, Brock wins, or I don't know. Well, yeah, I'll go with Brock wins because why not? You don't want to put the title on Kane. Not yet, anyway. I mean, you signed a 5-year contract, so you can wait. So yeah, Brock Lesnar wins. Big whoop. Next. Braun Strowman versus Tyson Fury. Braun's going to win. I think. I don't care about Tyson Fury, but I want Braun to win because why not? So yes, Braun wins. Don't care about this match either. Next, Team Hogan versus Team Flair. We have Rusev on Team Hogan. Rusev, Ricochet, Chad Gable, Roman, and Ali versus Team Flair. Randy, Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Shinsuke, and Drew. Who wins this match? Uh, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Team Hogan, just because solely just because there are more faces on Team Hogan than there are on Team Flair. Team Flair is full of heels, really. Yeah, Randy heel, Baron heel, Bobby heel, Shinsuke heel, Drew heel, and what is it? A face? Oh yeah, all faces and all heels because Team Hogan has faces on it. Roman face, Rusev face, Ricochet face, Chad Gable face, and Mustafa Ali face. So it's faces versus heels, literally. So yes, Team Hogan because they're the face team, and yeah, and it's a 10-man tag. It's not elimination. So this match will probably go at least 25 minutes. Then we have Mansoor versus Cesaro. Mansoor doesn't get any matches. Like, I don't know how many matches he's had this year, other than like the Saudi Arabia stuff. So I'm gonna go with Mansoor to win because he's from Saudi Arabia, and Cesaro taking the loss on a Saudi Arabia show doesn't really mean anything. Then we have our tag team turmoil match. New Day, Viking Raiders, Heavy Machinery, Lucha House Party, Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, Revival, OC, Ziggler and Rude, B Team. Um, does it matter who wins this? No. So I'm just gonna go with Viking Raiders. Why not? All right. Next, then we have Seth versus Bray Wyatt, the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Seth's gonna win because SmackDown has Bray, so yeah, Seth wins just because of that. And they said this match can't be stopped for any reason. Shout out to the IWC, which I am part of, and I've been part of for the last year. Internet wrestling community. They put that on there because of us. So I guess you're welcome. I don't know. 20-man battle royal. The usual mid card guys. Probably. I know who's all it. I know. Well, I don't know who's all in it, but I'm guessing like Andrade, Humberto Carrillo, Buddy Murphy, Cedric. Everybody who's not in matches already will be in this battle royal. And who wins? Who cares? You know what? I'll go with Cedric. I'm probably going to be wrong, but it doesn't matter because whoever AJ fights for the U.S. Championship, he'll probably win. Or fights to defend his U.S. title, he'll probably retain. So, because I don't see him losing in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. So that was the Saudi Arabia matches. What else should I talk about? There's really nothing else to talk about. No other. Well, the PCW Ultra, Abyss and Symbodi versus Warbeast, which is who is it? Fatu and don't remember. I don't think it's Joseph Samael because he's in MLW. Either way, Warbeast beat Fatu and Fatu is part of Warbeast. Warbeast beat Abyss and Symbodi, so that's a little indie wrestling because there's literally only like one match that happens on PCW Ultra that's actually new because most of a majority of that show is just recaps of things that happened already. So yeah, that's everything. What I'm watching on Netflix currently, for anybody who actually wants to watch something new on Netflix, Greenhouse Academy. It's on their third season. I'm on the third season, obviously. So yeah, Greenhouse Academy is pretty good. Talks about kids going to an academy and being either Ravens or Eagles and them competing against each other. And season 3 is interesting because they went on a hike, somebody almost died, and now their headmaster is resigning. So yeah, see what happens next. They probably about to get a new headmaster, but I'm gonna go back to watching that. So see you guys. Um, what Wednesday? I'm gonna talk Raw, AEW, Dark, and Impact Wrestling. So yeah, see you guys on Wednesday. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna share this video everywhere like I always do. So yeah, see you guys on Wednesday.